Hello, 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 Taurus. Welcome, welcome. Had to wet my whistle for a second because I just got done with the reading. Um, for those of you that are brand new, welcome. I am Patti, and I'm an empath that does intuitive tarot, and I also do intuitive coaching. Intuitive coaching is like counseling with the divine. It's a spiritual interaction, intuitive with energies, downloads, whatever the divine's got going on, whatever you're having troubles with in your life, whatever, or weakness, or something you want to grow, something you don't understand. Definitely do that. So I do that a lot more for women, dating, what do you call that? Trauma. I've been through sexual abuse, been through, I'm a victim of my brother being murdered, emotional abuse, verbal abuse, that kind of thing. So that's what I do with intuitive coaching for those of you were questioning. And the divine did have me do 2 videos this week. If you look below, one on destiny versus purpose, and that is to teach you the difference. There's a huge difference. That's from the divine, asked me to do that. And the other one is when you ask me, are they coming back? The divine's like, just explain it. So I'm like, okay. So those 2 videos came out this week per the divine's request. So we're going to get started. Really? Gosh, seriously? Okay, so we're going to get started. This is for the week of the 14th through the 20th. Now, the 14th is a new moon. The new moon is going to have some really shifting energies because it's getting ready for the conjunction of Saturn and Jupiter coming up on the 21st. Big. And I also have live videos coming up actually on the 14th at 1 and for the new moon, and then the 18th for the conjunction. This conjunction is going to make a lot of change for a lot of the future, for not only now, but weeks and months and years to come. Big changes, and you'll have to watch that to get those. So we have, being the 14th, that this is for, some energies are sort of unstable, which that shows here in a second, but it also shows there's some clarity coming. There is things coming together, actually, and that was where your first card out. And your first card out is about rewards and progress. Things are coming together. Things are maybe becoming a little bit easier for somebody, for some Taurus. But then now remember, this is the first oracle is for the current energies from the 14th to the 20th. And I pull a second one. I used to pull 3, but it got a little hard. I'm just changing. So, but the thing is that this is an energy for the next week. So this is towards the end of the week, around the 20th, as we go into the conjunction, which this is going to happen, because the number 5 is unstable. It's sort of, maybe you got to be a little bit flexible. You need to, because it's so uncertain and things keep changing, and with all this happening with the new moon and these planets coming together, there are energies bouncing off each other, and these are big because they're so close. So it's going to be really unstable. And where are you at in your thought process with all of this? Where is this going for you? Where is your future going? What is happening? What do you want to happen? Those are things in this current energy that it's time now, especially with the new moon, to start thinking, what do I want? How am I going to grow that? How am I going to make it happen? How do I want that to happen? And it's coming together. It's sort of like you've already planted the seed. Now, how do you want it to grow? And that's going to be your choice on how you're going to have it grow, because you got 2 elements, whether it's you and something, a business, a school, your career, or a person, 2 people. You've got love or a relationship. How are you going to make it better? How are you going to make it work? Not pointing, well, if they do this or if they do that. No, this is about you. What are you going to do? They can worry about themselves, but what are you going to do for your future, your journey? What is the next step that you're going to take? Not skip steps. You're not going to be able to skip steps. Compasses are not going to allow you to skip steps. It's about a process. And that's what the number 8 is. about process and rewards. All right. So I don't know who that's for, but let's see what all the energies are for this week going to happen. And then I'll pull a couple of cards to see what goes with this energy for the compass at the end. Ooh, okay. So we have the Queen of Cups first out. Then we have the Wheel of Fortune. Then we have the Wheel, and then yeah, definitely. Now, I apologize. I was gonna say Trump. Oh my God, Taurus. Oh my gosh, I don't. Ugh. Anyway, so we got. They're playing with me in my head here. So we have the Queen of Cups straight up is your first card. And she came out straight up, is not in reverse. So a lot of what you're going to be doing in this week, whatever you do, as it comes together, you really have to pay really strong attention to your intuition. Now, your intuition is going to tell you which way to go, because remember, you're working on your compass. Your compass is all about true north, not north. North can be off. True north is boom, dead set on her. It's straight up north. There's no budging. It's true north. And that's going to take your intuition, but you're also going to have a lot of opportunities, because with the wheel, that's going to be your choices. This is your choices in what you're going to do and how you're going to move forward. So some of you, I don't know who it is out here, but there's a Taurus that loves to procrastinate. Is that you? You can't get your wheel. You can't get the Wheel of Fortune by procrastinating. You can't. Because the next card you have is the Seven of Cups. And the Seven of Cups, the dude's got his eye right on that center cup. He wants that cup, right? Well, you can't procrastinate. Who's procrastinating? You cannot procrastinate to get the things that you want in your life. That holds you back. Each time you procrastinate, you have just held yourself back from your reward or your blessing or whatever you want to call it, one day. So each time you procrastinate, you hold it back a day. So if you want to have something, if you want to do something, oh, I'll do it later. Okay, well, just know that you've just chalked up another day. And it's going to take you that much longer to get it. And the other thing, too, with the new moon now, remember, you are having things come together. But there is always something that is going to try to distract you. Look at all these things on the outside that are trying to distract him to get that center one. He's like, oh yeah, pay attention to me down here. Pay attention to me down here. Pay attention to me up here. Oh, whoa, look what I got to offer. Oh, look at, and then, oh gee, look at this. Look what I have. So you're going to have a lot of distractions with this new moon. You're going to have to put your blinders on. I had to share this with a couple of signs. You're going to have to put your blinders on and really stay focused on something, especially while it's coming together. Because what happens is with that, you're going to have not only you're going to have things that you like that are going to start to pull you away or want to pull you away, and you can't. You've got to put your blinders on. Say, sorry, I can't do that now. Well, let's go have coffee. Oh man, it'll only take a while. Nope, can't do that right now. Well, how about if we go out for a drink? Nope, can't do that right now. Because here's the thing: is you got to stay that focused. Because if you don't, again, you're going to lose a day for your thing. You're going to lose it. And I tell this as a business owner. When I first bought my business, I had all kinds of distractions coming at me, but it was something I wanted so bad that I just stayed focused. Yeah, I lost some friends because they didn't understand how much energy and work it took to be a business owner. All the things I had to learn, huge amount of things, and they didn't understand it. When I was bodybuilding, I was changing my body from 215 pounds down to 136 pounds on a bodybuilding stage in 1 year. And I had to divorce some friends over that because they wanted to sabotage. They're very good at sabotaging. The closer you have with somebody, the more that they're going to sabotage. And that's the thing, you know, that's where I wished I had a coach back then, because I thought it was all about just losing weight. It wasn't. It was about my mindset. It was about my spirit, where that was, my intuition. When I had to really, really, really hone in. But that's what's going to bring you this wheel of fortune. This is going to bring you your, whatever you're dreaming to have and coming together. This is what's going to happen. So put your blinders on this week. Put your blinders on this week, especially before Christmas comes in, especially before this conjunction comes in. You really, really, you got to really, how serious are you? That's a lot of the times the things I ask my Get Balanced clients when they're trying to get their life balanced or work on themselves, that kind of thing. How serious are you about this? Are you just talking, or are you going to work on it? Are you going to actually have some action to it? Are you going to really buckle down and be honest with yourself? A lot of the times we do think, a lot of the times we do things that we don't even want to do. We don't even want to do. There's some tools that I teach that help you to decide whether it's really for you or you're doing it for somebody else. It's because a lot of people don't even realize that they're not even doing what they want to do. It's just they've been trained, their brain, to not do their destiny and their purpose. And maybe that's why the divine had me do the destiny and versus purpose video for you guys for Taurus. I don't know. But I do know that the divine said, I want you to do this. I need you to share this. And so that's what I do. All right. So what is it that you guys have coming together? What do you want? Your intuition. Now, somebody also is starting a relationship. A Taurus is starting a relationship. Now, I'm going to tell you that you really, really need to pay attention to your intuition on this. Because if you're a female and you're starting a relationship with a male, you're going to blow off those red flags, and you're just going to, oh, well, that's just, because we're new. Oh, that's just because he's a guy. You need to pay attention to your red flags. Pay attention to the red flags. Oops. Yeah, so we have the Hangman out first with this clarification. So again, whatever you're moving into, be insightful. Pay attention. The Hangman is more spiritual, very much spiritual. That's where your intuition comes in. Intuition is spirit because it lies within you. That's why I'm called a divine warrior intuitive, because intuitiveness is where your spirit is. Divine is spirit. But the thing is that this is something that not only, like Virgos, what Virgos do is they hone in on something, whereas they don't sometimes pay attention what's going on. But the Hangman is saying pay attention to everything that's going on around you. Again, if you're starting a new relationship or thinking about starting a new relationship or in a relationship and think things are going sour, then you have to pay attention to everything. That's where my criminal justice hat comes in. That's why I guess I'm single, because nobody can get anything away from me, because I've done the investigative stuff so long. It's just like, okay, no, this ain't adding up. This is not adding up. But for you guys, this is coming together now, so you have to pay attention to all the little details, all right? Yeah. So especially when you feel like somebody's hiding something, somebody's not telling the truth about something, somebody's not sharing something, you really want to pay attention to that, because that will make a huge difference. Now, if you miss it, it'll come back around again. It's like, somebody who lies a lot. I'm an empath. Can't lie to me. I mean, seriously, you can't lie to me, because I'll get it right there, or the divine will show me. I don't know why. It's just something that he does. Don't ask me how. Don't ask me why. But the thing is that it'll come back around again. They'll do it again. Because the only reason why they get caught is they've done it so many times that, you know, they never got caught. Now they get caught. It's like a criminal. And somebody's like, oh, yeah, he got caught stealing. Well, do you think that was the first time he stole? No. He's been stealing. This is just the first time he got caught. All right. Let's see what else we've got going here. So really pay attention to that, because these little red flags that you're catching, or these things that are these distractions. Thank you. So going back to the distractions, because this is going to happen on the full moon. Or the new moon. This is going to happen in these energies for the first couple of days. Is they're going to throw you off course. Any of those distractions are going to throw you off course. So try to stay on point about those distractions. All right. You want to be able to know what your distractions are. Distractions can be somebody just being on their phone 24/7. It also could be somebody on the internet 24/7. Or it could be somebody that plays games. Those are distractions, waste of time energies. High Priestess, yes. We're talking a lot about a spiritual thing here. We're some Tauruses, it's about spiritual. Ace of Pentacles, an offering. Something is opening up. Something is starting. There is an offering. This might have to do with finances. It might have to do with business. I'm not quite sure what that is. We'll see here. But this is definitely something spiritual that you should be working on. There's there's cups, more cups. So this is something of the heart that maybe you're wanting, desiring, you need to get on track with. Yeah, Queen of Swords. She's all about finding the truth. The truth is that it might be truth with you. It might be truth with somebody else. But it's more of a solution. What is it that we can do for that? So you have the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Cups. And then you have the High Priestess. You've got two very spiritually in-depth cards, arcanas here. Very, very spiritually in-depth, along with the Hangman. 3, actually. So this is something you need to be asking yourself for your higher power, whatever you believe in, your faith, having your intuition, trusting your intuition. Yeah, the 7 of Cups. This is all about your heart. This is all about mindset. All right. So these are for your current energies right now. So this is what's happening for your current energies. This is something that I'm going to say the biggest thing that you're going to want to really concentrate and focus on. Actually, 2 things for this next week is what distractions are holding you back from what you want to keep moving. And for some Tauruses, that's learning how to say the word no. Somebody out there cannot say no or does not want to say no to anybody. But, you know, they might not like it. Who cares what anybody else thinks about you? This is your journey. Are they going to be with you the rest of your life? Mostly not. Very rarely will you find people with you for the rest of your life, including your family. They go and move. They go into even your partners. Sometimes, most of the time, unfortunately, in this day and age, you're at least divorced once or twice. So you know what? It's you and the divine. This is your journey. What do you want? What do you want to help? What do you want to do? Where do you want to go? What do you want to see? What do you want to work on? What do you want to work? Kind of a thing. Right. All right. King of Wands. Talk to yourself. Talk to yourself. King of Wands is knowing how to understand yourself, what you want to do for yourself. How do you want to speak to yourself? How do you want to Are you going to say, oh, well, I'm not very pretty, or I'm ugly, or, oh, wow, I'm just fat, oh, I'm stupid? Is that how you're going to talk to yourself? Or do you want to talk to yourself in a loving manner so that you can bring things together? I'll tell you, if you're dating now, no guy wants to hear your pity party stories or anything like that. And you're saying, well, but shouldn't I be able to? Not in the very beginning. No. He can learn out about all that kind of stuff later. But, you've got to go in with confidence. I have self-value. If you're not going to be this type of person standards wise, then, I need to move on. If, don't become a doormat and like, well, I don't really like that, but you know what, I can, okay, well, yeah, but I really like him because he's good looking. So you go along with it. No, you're wasting your time. So that's this is the self-talk I'm talking about. Because you're some Taurus is sabotaging themselves because of your thinking process. And the thing is, you don't want to sabotage yourself. I used to do that all the time. And the best saboteur, really, really hard, back when I started bodybuilding, the best saboteur was my mother. I had to divorce her for a year, at least. Because she's like, oh, you died before. You always, don't do this. You're not going to stick with it. Let alone did she not think that I was going to become an author. Oh, you're going to write this book. Right, whatever. And that book's sitting right behind me there. Your best saboteur is yourself and then somebody very close to you. Let's get into the energies for the next week during this conjunction. I'm going to pull some cards here and see what's going on in the next week for this conjunction for the future. Something very, very intense. Yes, it is going to be very, very intense. Intense in thought of your mindset, something that you're thinking about, something of your heart. It's going to be really intense. It is going to really jump forward with intensity. There is maybe going to be a little bit of, because the moon is involved in everything. The moon's about secrets and keeping secrets and hiding things. So pay attention to those red flags for this energy next week, because it's going to try to throw your compass off. It's going to really try to throw your compass off. All right. Yeah. Okay, so we have Pentacles, Swords, and Cups. Very unstable because somebody's juggling way too many things at one time, and it's very intense. If you remove some of these things, it's sort of like the fishing pole scenario. You've got a dock and you decide you're going to put 10 fishing poles in the water, and you're down here sitting waiting for the fish to bite, and the pole down here starts a wiggling and a going and a wiggling and a going, and you're just running to get down there. You get down there and boop, fish is gone. And then you see down here, oh, gotta go down there. Fish is gone. Boop. So you're losing all these fish, you're losing all these opportunities, when if you remove all those and just put one pole in the water, maybe two, but one pole in the water, maybe two, at the max, then you'll simplify life. Things won't be so complicated. Things won't be so whatever. But the thing is, somebody's trying to juggle too much. And it's not going to work because your compass is just going whoop, 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 whoop. Whereas if you were to have one thing, at least if you were off north a little bit, you're at least closer to true north. Does that make sense? That's the energies for the 21st, at least that week. And they are going to be crazy because of the conjunction that's going on. All right. So with that, Taurus, that's your reading. Now, remember, if you please, I've got those 2 videos there. The Divine asked me to do that for somebody. Don't know who it is. You're very welcome to go and watch, subscribe, hit the bell. You'll know when I'm on live, yada, 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 that kind of thing. But please like, share. And I hope I see you on the 14th at 1 o'clock for the new moon, or the 18th at 1 o'clock for the conjunction. And I'm still doing the dailies. They're not looking too hot for people watching, so I don't know if I'll keep them going the end of December. So if you like them, hit the like as much as you can, or send people, tell people, share, so that I can have more viewers on that, and I'll keep them going. Otherwise, I'm not sure if I'm going to keep them going the end of December. So Anyway, I hope you guys have a great week, and we will see you on the 21st and the day of the conjunction. So that is going to be a real powerful day. Just really be mindful what's going on that day, because it's going to be a crazy, crazy energy day. I'll share that with you on the 18th. All right, take care.